think a lot of people think that designers are just going off and doing something they really love and, making a cute little picture and then coming back and showing it to you. But in reality, there is definitely a process where we want to get to know your business as much as possible inside and out. So that is where that sort of questionnaire comes in, and it's pretty detailed. So that's one of the aspects of sort of that discovery phase. The other thing we look at really closely is at the competition. And again, I think this is something that most business owners will look at maybe 3 to 5 competitors, but we try to go well beyond that and really, do an exhaustive study of the landscape. And what we're trying to do, if you know the term SWOT analysis, Google it. Yep. I know Julie does. And yeah, hopefully your audience can look that up. I think, doing that is super helpful. I'll even say I did it for myself when it came to how I marketed myself and trying to understand where what we call in the marketing speak, the white space, like what are people not doing right now that we can potentially occupy as our positioning, as a way, of having people understand who we are and what we're about. So we do that as well with the brands that we work with, really look into that competitive landscape and really understand where there might be an opportunity that hasn't been explored. And then lastly, we also look really closely at the target consumer. I mean, at the end of the day, we want to sell more stuff. So we really have to focus on the people that want to buy these already. Who are they? What are their psychographics? What do they care about? What questions are they already asking that we can maybe answer with our product? What is the solution that we can sort of deliver? And I think that, again, that's where I see the DIY approach starts to really fail people because, I'll have people come to me and say, well, I really like the color purple, so I'd really like to see purple in our logo. And I'll try to say it in my kindest way possible, well, you should maybe paint your living room purple if you love purple so much. But in the case of your brand, we're trying to sell more beer here. So, maybe purple isn't the best solution. It might be. We'll uncover those ideas when we go through, our discovery and our research phase. But most likely, we're going to land on something that a consumer expects to see on the shelf with regards to your brand and the ethics and the values and the positioning that you hold. And so that's going to, that's the solution we're going to work on. So, I take my ego out of it. I'm not trying to insert, again, my own specific aesthetic into it. And I don't think we should be doing the same thing with what the owner prefers. I think it's really got to be focused on that consumer. And, and again, people will nod their head and say, yeah, that's absolutely what we should do. But then we run into trouble down the road when people say, well, I don't like that shade of coral. Can we change that? And but there's business cases for why we're doing what we're doing. And so again, it always just comes back to that consumer and what they care about and what they need to see and what they expect